Welcome back to The Explainer. I am so incredibly thrilled you're joining me today. We're going to jump right into a topic I think we all struggle with from time to time, finding unstoppable strength, especially when we feel entirely overwhelmed by what's in front of us. We're going to break down how historical accounts actually provide a very real, very powerful blueprint for finding that strength today.
So, tell me, have you ever felt completely unqualified for a daunting task? I mean, really think about it for a second. We've all been there, right? You get handed this major responsibility, an assignment that just feels way, way too big for you, and that immediate, sinking feeling of inadequacy just washes right over you. It's a completely universal human experience. But as we'll see today, you absolutely do not have to stay stuck in that feeling.
Let's move into Section 1, Facing a Difficult Task. Looking back at history actually gives us the ultimate solution for these exact fears, because God has always strengthened His servants when they had a difficult job to do. There is this incredibly powerful promise found in Isaiah 41:13. It simply says, "Do not be afraid, I will help you." The sheer simplicity of that is just striking, isn't it? It establishes right out of the gate that the strength to face a monumental task doesn't actually have to originate from within yourself. The help comes from a divine source. Which leads us perfectly into Section 2, Jeremiah's hesitation. What's so wonderful about the prophet Jeremiah is that he isn't framed as some fearless, untouchable saint who was just brave on day one. Not at all.
Jehovah actually gave Jeremiah a massive assignment. He was told to proclaim a message in a highly difficult territory. And, honestly, Jeremiah's reaction was not immediate confidence. It was deep, profound hesitation. He felt entirely unequipped to go out there and preach.
Just listen to his raw, honest vulnerability. In Jeremiah 1:6, he says, "I do not know how to speak, for I am just a boy." He's outright refusing the call at first. He's looking at his own natural abilities, his youth, his lack of experience, and he's concluding that the math just doesn't add up. He feels he simply cannot do it.
But here is the amazing part. Section 3, A Fire in the Bones. Let's look at the exact catalyst that completely transformed Jeremiah's hesitation into absolute boldness.
How in the world did he overcome that massive lack of confidence? Well, he drew immense strength directly from God's word. It wasn't some motivational speech, it wasn't him just trying harder, and it certainly wasn't his own inherent abilities. The message itself became the supernatural aid he needed to get the work done.
Listen to how he later described it in Jeremiah 20, verses 8 and 9. He said, "It became like a burning fire shut up in my bones, and I was tired of holding it in." Wow, what an emotional peak. You can literally feel the energy in those words. He went from a reluctant youth who didn't know how to speak to an unstoppable messenger who physically couldn't hold the message in anymore.
Think about that profound transformation. We go from this hesitant boy, totally lacking speech and confidence, to this burning fire, someone who is fully motivated and energized by the message itself. It perfectly shows us how relying on God's word completely alters what a person is capable of. The difficult territory didn't change at all. Jeremiah changed because of the message inside him.
And that brings us to Section 4, the power of accurate knowledge. We're pivoting now from the Old Testament to how Christians today can experience this exact same transformation.
Because the truth is, Christians today draw that exact same strength from the message found in God's word. Jeremiah's historical experience is directly connected to your modern journey. That divine strength wasn't just a one-time historical fluke, it's an ongoing, completely accessible resource for us.
The Apostle Paul hit the nail on the head when writing his counsel to the Colossians. Paul said that taking in accurate knowledge would actually motivate his brothers to walk worthily of Jehovah while bearing fruit in every good work. This is literally the modern equivalent of Jeremiah's experience. That burning fire in the bones translates directly to the accurate knowledge that motivates us today.
Paul is laying out a beautifully logical spiritual formula here. Step 1, you have to take in accurate knowledge. You've got to put the message inside you. Step 2, that knowledge doesn't just sit there. It motivates you to walk worthily of Jehovah. It changes your whole stance and direction. And then step 3, you bear fruit in every good work. It's a direct cause and effect relationship.
As we wrap up this explainer, let's look at Section 5, Finding Your Strength Today, and pull all these incredible lessons into one final takeaway.
Here is what we really need to remember from all of this. First, hesitation is normal. We saw that clearly with Jeremiah. Second, God's promise to help is absolutely sure. Third, the word acts as a fire, providing that internal motivation we might lack on our own. And finally, accurate knowledge fuels good works, just like Paul explained. That is your direct connection between ancient prophecy and your own potential today.
So I want to leave you with this one vital question. Will you let accurate knowledge ignite the fire within you? The strength is there, waiting in the message. You don't have to be completely qualified on your own. You just have to take in the knowledge and let it do its powerful work.
For more information, please visit jw.org. Like, share, subscribe, and press the bell icon for notifications. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I can't wait to see you next time.